Hey guys, welcome back. This is Taz from Re-Envision Gaming, bringing you a little walkthrough guide on Riku's Celestial Weapon, as well as the Cactuar Village side mission in Final Fantasy X. So you're going to want to come down to these coordinates at Mushroom Rock Road. You can find them just by searching in the airship navigation. It's not very hard. You go ahead and bring your Celestial Mirror down to this chest to grab yourself a God Hand, which is Riku's Celestial Tier weapon. In my opinion, it's the only way to actually make Riku a viable member of your party. Now, after you obtain this, you'll want to go back up to the airship and head over to Beaconell Island.
The final showdown with Fate. I say let's get this show on the road.
I fast forwarded it in certain parts to give you guys a little bit of more navigation tools with the video. So if you just want to know where the Cactuars are, then boom, you guys can skip ahead. This is just the navigation of the map. I times forward the speed, so it's going to be a little bit clippy. However, like I said, I wanted to do this as the benefit to y'all to make the video a little bit easier to navigate through. So you'll always start in the Oasis whenever you go onto the airship to Beaconell Island, and you'll want to go all the way to the end to this stone right here, and that will initiate the quest. Then you're going to want to backtrack all the way back over to the Oasis to find Tomei, the very first Cactuar. I would highly recommend equipping characters that have capture weapons so that you can capture all 10 Cactuar that you need for the Monster Hunter Arena while you're doing this quest. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Now, Tomei and pretty much all of the Cactuars are relatively easy. You can get 9 out of 10 of them guaranteed every time, and this whole process shouldn't take you more than about 20 minutes outside of my little fast forwarding. So anytime that the Cactuar turns around is like needle time. If he catches you, then you're gonna have to start over from first trial, second trial, third trial. Every Cactuar that you encounter has a set of 3 trials for you to attempt in order to capture them and bring their gems, their spheres, back over to the Cactuar Stone. Alright, so now we're going to go after the second Cactuar. And he's just going to be right off to the left. Go through your central expanse once more. And instead of going all the way down to the Oasis, you're going to go right here on this left little dead end. And you're going to go against this little guy. Relatively easy. The timing between his needle times is fair enough for you to reach him. And the battles are relatively easy as long as you have characters with high agility in your party, so that they can actually hit the Cactuar with their capture weapons and bring them back to the monster arena. Alright, that's our second sphere. Now our third Cactuar is right behind this sign. You have to interact with it in order to actually engage him. But it's very straightforward, just like the other two. Now, I captured all of these Cactuar, and I went ahead and I skipped the fight scene for y'all. Now we're going to go after number 4 and 5, which are grouped together. 2 twin brothers. This one's pretty easy too. Don't let the fact that there's 2 of them confuse you starting off. As you can see, they'll both turn at the same rate, so you don't have to worry about one sneaking up on you and catching you off guard. We'll return this sphere, and now we'll go to my least favorite out of the bunch, and one that I personally just choose to fail. I don't like to spend a lot of time on it because the reaction time that this Cactuar gives you to actually physically reach him is garbage. That's all it is. It's just straight up hot garbage. You do have to save your game, or at least interact with the save point in order to have him pop out of the tent. But this is the hardest Cactuar for needle time. Like I said, I purposely fail this. I try to get as close as I can, but I've never personally, out of all of my playthroughs of Final Fantasy X, I've personally never been able to get that one out of the 10. So, and you don't have to worry about it. You can go ahead and skip the one. It's not going to hurt your ability to get the spheres and grab the Mercury Sigil. All it's going to do is lose you out on some XP and the ability to capture all 10 of them for the monster arena. So you just have to come back to Beaconell Island and capture one more Cactuar. Not too big of a deal considering you have to capture all the rest of the monsters too. So come over to this area in this chest and the Cactuar is just chilling there. He's like, yeah, you found me. Whoopsie. So I don't really bother with the gems because the first one only has 2 soul gems. The second one has, you know, honestly, I forget what the second one has, but the third treasure chest is closest to the Cactuar only contains 1 blessed gem. And all of these ingredients you can farm out of the Monster Hunter Arena anyway, so there's not really a point in losing twice just to collect all of the treasure chests, because you can farm those items anyway, you know what I'm saying. Our next Cactuar is going to be in the same area as our pedestal, where we're putting all our spheres, right in this first sand trap. Again, really straightforward, easy timing, shouldn't be difficult for anyone. Now that we got him, we'll go ahead, drop our sphere off, and we'll go after our next Cactuar. So, for this one, you actually want to board the airship, talk to Sid, go back to Beaconell Island, because you'll pop up right at the Oasis. Make sure you leave the Oasis first, just the immediate area, do a circle around, and come back to the save point, and this Cactuar will appear and teleport up onto your airship. That's what that little sequence right there is, giving you a quote-unquote hint about it. So you board the airship and you go through every single room all the way to the outside deck. And this is going to be where our 9th Cactuar is resting. So there's no fight here, just the simple mini game. Makes it a little bit easier. You definitely want to have invested a little bit into the sphere grid just to make sure that your characters with the capture weapons are going to capture them in one hit and not have to stay in a battle and just repeatedly hit it and hit it and hit it in order to capture it. Because then, I mean, these little guys can use their, normally they've got 1,000 needles. Well, these little guys can use 10,000 needles, and they deal 10,000 HP damage to each one of your party members that it hits. So unless you've got an HP break limit on your equipment by the time you're doing this, I would highly recommend at least investing a lot into more of your strength characters and giving them the capture weapons. So now we're going to go back through the airship, talk to Sid, get back over to Beaconell Island, put in our 9th sphere to the pedestal. So I didn't want to go ahead and walk you guys through the Central Expanse and the Southern Expanse all over again, so I just went right to it. Now right when you put in the 9th one, the little Philale is going to come behind you, and he is the last Cactuar on your mission to complete this side quest. Very straightforward, except he does this. Like, he won't show you its needle time. He'll just turn around, or his needle times will pop up before he turns around. So you kind of have to like have a good sense of judgment and gauge when it is that he's actually going to turn around. Otherwise, you're gonna end up getting caught. And like I said, you only get 3 attempts for each Cactuar. So make sure that you're on point, and make sure that you save a lot throughout this. Like, anytime that you come up a save point in between capturing one or the other Cactuars, I would recommend to save, just so that you can make sure you fight all of them, get your experience, get your items, however it is you want to go about it. Now, once all of the spheres have dissipated from the stone, this little area down below opens up, the sandstorm leaves, and you can go down to the very first chest. And that very first chest is going to contain your Mercury Sigil. So there you go. Now you've got the Mercury quest, which you should have gotten through your first playthrough of Beaconell Island. And you've got your Mercury Sigil and God Hand. Now all that's left to do is go into Macalania Woods. Now, personally, I like to show up from Lake Macalania. It's just easier to get on the Rainbow Ridge Road. Come up here, sacrifice your Mercury Crest and your Sun Sigil to the Tree of Life Yggdrasil, and Riku will get herself a God Hand, fully upgraded with the double AP, so you can grind out her sphere grid rather quick. And this is all before beating Sin. Very feasible to do it. You don't have to wait until endgame to grab this. Well, thanks a lot for listening. If you enjoyed the commentary, please leave a comment, like, share, subscribe if you enjoyed, and let me know what you would like to see in the next video. If you'd like me to cover a different game, or a walkthrough guide on another Final Fantasy, or something else in Final Fantasy X, feel free to give me some suggestions down below. Thanks a lot. Bye.